Hey, what's going on, family? Listen, so first and foremost, let me say thank you. I sincerely appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. My family to yours, man. Listen, we only been on here for 1 week. 1 week, and we've already garnered 26 family members, man. 26 brothers, sisters, nieces, nephews, who relate to us and enjoy our community and enjoy our content. I really, really enjoy, the comments and debating with you guys. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. I know 26 subscribers don't seem like a lot, but it's a lot to me because last week I had zero. I just got on here just to pop my shit. I seen other people doing it. Hey, I like talking shit too. Let me talk shit. And I've built a family and a community or whatever. If it doesn't grow anymore, I'm fine with that. I want to be able to get to 50 so I can monetize this thing and start getting some money, because who doesn't want to get money? I get money. I'm able to do better production and make better videos and really get into my bag and do the things that I want to do because I have a creative mind, and I would love to be able to share those things with you guys, man. But we got to get there first. One step at a time. My father always said, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So we'll get there one family member at a time. But thank you. I had to just lay that out there for y'all. So, all right, let's wrap this whole Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney up. Let's go through the timeline and see what we got so far, okay? And then I'm going to chill on it, probably for about a week or so, because I'm just tired of talking about their asses, honestly. I'm tired of talking about the steroids. My personal opinion, Garcia did it. I'm just being honest, man. I want to cut past all the bullshit, all the smoke screens, all the clouds, all the shit they throwing out there to try to make you, to give you a level of doubt in your mind that he didn't do it. The test results came back. Ostarine isn't something natural that the body makes. If it's in your body, it's because you took it. Whether it's traces, whether it's a billionth of a gram, it doesn't matter. It was in your system. It shouldn't have been. You know what I'm saying? So let's get to it. We're not going to crucify the kid because he's still a kid. That's still somebody's son. He's just being misled, man. He's just being misled. So check it. Let's get into it. I pulled up an article or whatever, and it kind of like gives a timeline of everything. I'm going to try to make it quick as possible because I really don't want this to be a long video. I'm still learning the algorithm, and I'm learning what you guys like, and you guys really don't like sitting through long videos or whatever. Y'all just like the facts. Y'all want to get into it and get out of it, and it's cool. I like listening to long videos because I drive an hour to work, so when I'm driving to work, I just pop it in and listen, and, if it's something I can learn, I can learn. So, all right, cool. I went to YouTube, to Yahoo News, typed in some shit or whatever, and Independent, some shit came up or whatever, but it was very detailed. Let's get into it. Ryan Garcia, everything we know so far is drug test saga continues, okay? Oh, and the guy who, the family member who jumped in there and explained to me, basically how the situation worked with the Ostarine being 6 levels higher. Man, thank you, bro. I sincerely appreciate that. I am not a math guy, but the way you broke that down, man, the simplicity of it, thank you. All right, so in the latest development of Ryan Garcia's ongoing drug test saga, the boxer has reportedly tested negative for nandrolone metabolite. But what does that news mean? And how did Garcia get here? Below, Indie Sports breaks down the timeline of the controversy. All right, so cool. We about to get into it, all right? So the fight was on the 20th, I believe. All right, so on April the 19th, Garcia misses weight for the fight with Devin Haney. All right? One day before Garcia's fight with Haney for the WBC super lightweight title, the challenger missed weight by 3.2 pounds. Garcia, 25, claimed that he had done so intentionally to improve his chances of beating Haney. That's a dirty motherfucker. Also, 25, Garcia's failed weigh-in made him ineligible to win the title. However, the controversy followed a spell of concerning online behavior from Garcia, which ranged from the outlandish, such as vouching for the existence of aliens, to the far more serious, alleging that he suffered sexual abuse as a child and claimed to have witnessed human trafficking. And I ain't gonna lie, bro, you're a piece of shit for that. You're a piece of shit. You don't even troll about no shit like that, because there's some people out there who really experience that and they gotta live with that for the rest of their life. You know, I got family members, little nieces and little cousins who experience sexual assault, man. So that's nothing to play around with. You feel me? Like that. I'm gonna get you for God. Listen, all right. So and then on top of that, let's get back into let's go back up where they say he intentionally came in there 3.2 pounds over the limit so he can have the advantage in the fight. He came in there saying, "I'm the weight bully now." He never had any intentions on fighting for the belts. He just baited us, you know, with that shit. I knew he didn't want the belts. Haney gave him a chance. They have a prior relationship from fighting in the amateurs. You know, I wouldn't necessarily call them friends, but they had respect for one another, and Haney gave him the shot to redeem himself after he lost that fight against Tank. You know what I'm saying? So I knew that he was coming in there just to get his reputation back. The ego on this kid, man, is beyond this world. You know, for you to come in there 3 pounds over the limit just so you can have the advantage in a fight after a guy gave you a shot. Then on top of that, to come out and you got steroids in your system, something that gives you an even more advantage. So now basically Devin Haney in there fighting a fucking X-Man, a superhuman. You feel me? Somebody that's 3 times faster, 3 times stronger, a fucking vampire, a mutant. How the fuck is you going to deal with that and you just an elite fighter fighting another elite fighter who has been pumped with steroids, who has been pumped with steroids, who's 3 times bigger than you, 3 times stronger than you, 3 times, and you have the skill, but I don't give a fuck how much skill you got, bro. If you can't duck or dodge the fucking punch, you feel me? You keep getting caught with the hook because he's just that much faster, which I knew something was off because Devin has better timing than that. He would have been able to time that a lot better, but he couldn't catch that timing because it was so fast. And don't get me wrong, Garcia got a hell of a fast hook, but not like that, yo. For you to have fought this guy 6 times, look, people mature as fighters or whatever, but you did not get that much greater than him in that little bit of time. Digress. The controversy followed the spell concerning online behavior from Garcia, which ranged from outlandish, such as vouching for the existence of aliens, whatever, to the more serious allegations suffering sexual abuse as a child and claiming to have witnessed human trafficking. You also make your parents look bad too, bro. Honestly. As a result, because it's starting to look like they raised a piece of shit, you know, and I'm not going to go that far because I believe in giving everybody second chances and you still a child. As a result, Garcia underwent a mental health evaluation before fighting fellow American Haney. Piece of shit, bro. People out here really living with real mental health issues or whatever, and you playing around with this shit to try to throw Haney off and drawing attention for yourself, maybe drawing attention for the fight. Ain't no fight worth my fucking soul. You feel me? Ain't no fight worth you disrespecting these mental health people, these sexually abused people or whatever by claiming to be one, and you never went through that. You never went through that, claiming Bohemian Grove and all this other weird shit that we don't know shit about. But then when you Google it, you start to see all these fucking scenes and pictures and stories about all this weird shit, man. Listen, cut that shit out, man. Just fight. If you would have just fought, we wouldn't even be through this. I understand being entertaining, but you can be entertaining without being a dick. All right, I'm talking to you like your father should have talked to you, bro. Said they sucking your dick and kissing your ass because you got that money. All right, cool. As a result, Garcia underwent mental health evaluation before fighting fellow American Haney, and Haney gave you a shot. All right, on the 20th of April, Garcia achieved shock win over scoring 3 knockdowns. A fucking shock. Nobody thought that she was going to win. Nobody. You shocked the fucking world. You did, even me. You shocked me, bro. I'm like, look. I'm sitting up like, in the chair, like, what the fuck is going on? They say you knocked down Haney 3 times. I counted 6 though. I give you that. You feel me? The ref definitely should have been let you take that win home for real. You know what I'm saying? But then you can't escape the truth. Allah has perfect timing. Isn't that what Haney say? Look at you now. Look at you now. All the dark comes to the light. And then you did it on such a big stage, man. Like they wasn't gonna have questions. What Haney was supposed to just sit down? No, Bill ain't having that shit. So sit on his ass. They knew something was up. I knew something was up when Haney tapped that chin and you did this shit. Instead of going down like, nah, you ate that shit and wanted some more. All right, in a verified set, Garcia floored the previous unbeaten Haney 3 times en route to a majority decision win at the Barclays Center. You had all that shit pumped up in you and still couldn't knock this man the fuck out. After the fight, Garcia claimed that don't come from power. That comes from lack of skill. After the fight, fucking steroids can't give you that. After the fight, Garcia claimed his pre-fight behavior had been an act, with the exception of his drinking. He claimed he had been consuming alcohol frequently throughout the fight camp. And that's even more fucked up because then you try to downplay Haney's skill and make it seem like you that much more superior than he is, even though you know that you have been taking these fucking enhancements and shit like that, you feel me? And you come in there bigger than him so that you can have the advantage over him on top of having the steroids. A super fucking human. That's what you made yourself to be. Fighting a normal human being who's an elite fighter, man, who at the top level of his game, and you supposed to be at the top level too, but you just couldn't stand to come in there and just take a fucking loss or just fight normal and give it your best shot. You had to do this dumbass shit and put my man's life in danger. I'm gonna get you for God. That's wild, bro. And then you just try to downplay him and make it seem like, oh, that's the easiest fight I ever had. I drunk the whole fucking time. 6 times you had to fight with this man. You never beat him that easy. Ever. And he's done nothing but get better and better, where you look like you've been on a slow decline because you can't stay focused. You so fucking egotistical. The last coach you had said, nobody trains Ryan. He's a genius. He trains himself. Man, that man got that money and got the fuck out of there because he couldn't deal with your ego. And he just let you get your ass beat. Honestly. All right, after the fight, Garcia claimed his pre-fight behavior had been an act. The exception of drinking, he claimed he had been consuming alcohol frequently throughout the fight. All right, here we go. On May the 1st, reports emerged that Garcia has failed a drug test. All right, this one shit start getting dark for you. You celebrated for 10 days, bro. This one shit start getting dark. You know what I mean? Golden Boy, all them other motherfuckers they beat you to the fucking interview. Now this one shit, everybody turned their back on you. I haven't heard shit from De La Hoya or Hopkins. They've been playing the background. They put out one fucking statement saying that you say you ain't do it and they believe you. That's it. Nobody's been standing by your side. Every time I see you on TV, you by yourself or with your mother or your brother or some type of family, you feel me, or somebody that you didn't fucking paid to be there, but never, the team that supported you and was there for you when this shit was happening and promoted everything. Not saying they're there, but they was there to collect the check, you feel me, and then feed off your energy. That's it. All right, on the 1st of May, it was reported that Garcia failed 2 drug tests on the week of his win over Haney, testing a positive for the banned substance Ostarine on 19th of April. That was the day before the fight, nigga. You came in that bitch dirty. You knew it. You tested positive. And, oh yeah, for the motherfucker saying, well, why they let him fight? Because the test didn't come out right away. It take a couple days for the test to come out. That's why they let him fight. All right? And he knew that. That's why I don't know why he baited y'all by even saying that. Why they let us fight? He even had me going because I didn't know how the situation go. I mean, we piss all the time too, just at my job. But I know the test results don't come back right away, but I just didn't put 2 and 2 together. I'm thinking they got some advanced shit because this is a $1 billion industry. All right. So, on the week of his win over Haney, tested positive for the banned substance Ostarine on 19th of April, and the hours after the fight, Garcia denied ever using steroids. That's your first lie. These reports were first published by boxing journalist Dan Rafael and ESPN. Actually, that's your 5th fucking lie. You came in that bitch fat. Not even fat, nigga, but bulked. You feel me? As is typical, the B samples from Garcia's tests, which were conducted by the Voluntary Anti-Doping Association, VADA, have required more time to be tested and have not yet been released. Usually, B sample confirm the result of the samples. One of Garcia's test reported screened for nandrolone. Look, please forgive me because I can't pronounce these words. Nandrolone, metabolite 19, noradrosterone. All of Garcia's previous tests had been back negative prior to the week of the fight. Everything came back negative, but now everything coming back positive. Garcia reacted to the reports by tweeting, "Everybody knows that I don't cheat. Never taken a steroid. I don't even know where to get steroids. I barely take supplements. Big lies." And I was still rooting for you all the way to the end, man. Haney said, "It's unfortunate Ryan cheated and disrespected both the fans and the sport of boxing by fighting dirty and breaking positive not once, but twice. Ryan owes the fans an apology, and by his recent tweet, he still thinks this is a joke. We put our lives on the line to entertain people for a living. You don't play boxing. This put the fight in a completely different light. Despite the disadvantages, I still fought on my shield and got back up. Got back up. People die in this sport. This isn't a joke. This isn't a joking matter. And I feel him, though. I feel him. People really do die in this sport, and he taking it as a joke. He playing around, drinking beer, coming in heavy, taking steroids, doing whatever he can to get the win. And even after he got the win, knowing what he did to get the win, he still walked around with his head up, acting like, oh, that was a nothing. That fight was nothing. I can beat anybody. The arrogance on this guy, man. The ego is a horrible thing for any man. You got to tame your ego. If you're a man, tame your ego. If you don't tame your ego will ruin you. Garcia's promoter, Golden Boy, run by boxing legend Oscar De La Hoya, said Ryan has put out multiple statements denying knowingly using any banned substance, and we believe him. That's the only thing you heard from Golden Boy Promotions. After that, you didn't hear anything else. You didn't see him. Nobody standing beside him. Even though I'm pretty sure they had something to do with this. I'm pretty sure they had some involvement in this. But nobody has stood beside this kid since this situation happened. It's like the Tank fight all over again, where he was just sitting there lonely. But this time, the bravado and the arrogance of him makes it hard for you to feel bad for him. You understand what I'm saying? All right. So what is Ostarine, and who else has tested positive for it? Ostarine, a selective androgen receptor modulator, is used to increase muscle growth. Specifically, SARMs can improve lean body mass by helping to regulate body fat. In April 2023, it was revealed that ex-champion Amir Khan had tested positive for Ostarine on the night of his loss to Kell Brook on February 2022. Khan, who stopped by his fellow Briton and later announced his retirement, was handed a 2-year backdated ban. Garcia, they better ban your ass, boy. If they let this shit rock, but they ban fucking, what's his name? It is Amir Khan, but they let you rock off. They gotta be consistent with it. They can't just think that this shit gonna be cool. No, it can't. You can't have favorites in the sports. You gotta be consistent. You gotta be consistent. If you did it to Amir Khan, you got to do it to Ryan too. I don't give a fuck how many fans he bring to boxing. You gotta stay consistent with it. Boxing just gonna have to take that hit. In April 2023, it was revealed that ex-champion, I already read that part, Khan, who was cleared by UK anti-doping of international ingestion, said in April 2023, I've never cheated. I'm a retired fighter. And at the same time, you can see by my performance against Kell Brook wasn't the best performance that I had. I lost the fight. If I went in there and knocked Kell Brook out, it'd be different. Bullshit. Bullshit. You can take the drug and feel like you got the advantage, but listen, if you don't know what you don't, if you don't get in there, you still got the box, bro. If you connect, that's something different. If you connect, that's different. But if you just getting outboxed and outclassed, it's a whole nother level. Here it is, you got Ryan and you got Devin Haney or whatever. Devin Haney is an elite boxer. He's at the top of his game. Ryan, quote unquote, is that too. You talking about a guy that's like 31-0 versus a guy that's 25-1. One has power, one has technique. It could go either way because you still got a puncher's chance. And that's all Ryan needed was a puncher's chance. If once he landed that hook, it's a wrap. And Devin never recovered from it. The hook is already strong. He got that sneaky power. The hook is already strong. But you multiply the weight gain on top of the estrogen. Come on now, bro. You're going to take somebody's head off. Literally, take that head off. Have a motherfucker walking around looking like the Horseman. The headless one. So, whatever that shit is, Khan saying, bro, you did that shit, Khan. You did it. It just didn't go your way. This time it went Haney's way. If I'm wrong, chat, look, jump in the comment. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. UFC bantamweight champion Sean O'Malley also tested positive for Ostarine in 2019. United States anti-doping cleared the American of international consumption and handed him a 6-month ban. He got a 6-month ban. He in the UFC. Them motherfuckers dope all the time. I mean, that's a full body workout. And they gave him 6 months. They better get your ass. They better do something to you, Garcia. When this shit come out, you got the 22nd. This shit come out, you better get that ban, boy. And that fucking that L on Haney record, that shit, it better come off, bro. It better come off. It's only right. UFC bantamweight champion. Oh, we read that. All right, May the 8th, Garcia reportedly negative for Nandron. All right, now we getting into it. It was reported on the 8th of May. This is where the confusion comes in. It was reported on the 8th of May that the test which screened for 19 noradrostrone came negative for that metabolite. The Independent has contacted VADA for comment. Garcia took to X to address the news, while claiming that the amount of Ostarine in his system could not have been performance enhancing. A billionth of a gram. I don't give a fuck if it was less than a billionth of a gram. It shouldn't have been in your system. How did it get there? A billionth of a gram. Found in my system, bruh. You can't make this up, he wrote. Now he trying to downplay it. Everyone backtracking now. Stop messing with me. Defamation lawsuits. All you fake ass reporters. We gonna see. You said you was gonna sue VADA. Let me see. Where did the lawsuit at? Meanwhile, ESPN's Mike Coppinger tweeted, Ryan Garcia's attorney Darren Chavez told ESPN on Tuesday that the B sample will be opened and analyzed May the 22nd. Chavez will witness the examination. Ostarine is the substance that was present in the A sample. Chavez said yesterday VADA report showed 19 norendosterone wasn't present in Garcia's system. All right, then there's a statement from Mike Coppinger. Ryan Garcia's attorney, Darren Chavez, told ESPN on Tuesday that B sample. All right, that's just a repeat of what I just said, but that's the actual tweeted version. All right, Chavez claimed this is proof we are dealing only with a known supplement contaminant in the billionth of a gram range that provided Ryan Garcia with no performance enhancing benefit whatsoever on fight night. I gotta get my fucking glasses, bro. My eyes bad as hell. We now wait for B sample testing on the presence of low-level Ostarine only on May 22nd. So now they trying to downplay it. But the script going to get flipped. Is there any truth to Garcia's claims? I hope they talk about the other joint though. Ostarine and 19 norendosterone both appear on VADA's prohibited list and that of the World Anti-Doping Agency. There are no reference on VADA's list to a specific limit, amount, or level of either substance. So basically, he trying to say that, regardless if he didn't have enough in his system to enhance his performance, you still not answering the question, why was it in your system? That's what we need to know. How did it get there? If it's a legal banned substance, how did it get there? It shouldn't have been there anyway. There's something funny going on. In other words, as Dan Raphael tweeted on 8th of May, no amount of Ostarine is allowed in the system. There we go. No amount is allowed in the system. It's not a threshold drug where a certain level is allowable. A certain level, let me see. Then it gives examples of certain things like testosterone. But over certain levels is failed test. Ostarine, a failed test at any level. How I got there isn't relevant. It's that it's there, period. So basically, damn saying, look, this ain't one of them drugs that got a threshold like testosterone. We find levels of testosterone in your system and they elevate it. It's cool. It's a threshold. You can have a certain level of that. But there's no reason for you to ever have a certain level of Ostarine in your level. In your blood or your piss or whatever, it's no reason for you to have that because it's not natural. Garcia's tweet also led renowned sports nutrition Victor Conti to write fake news is being spewed about NYSAC, New York State Athletic Commission's chart of allowable limits for PEDs, performance-enhancing drugs. Ostarine has a 0.1 ng/ml allowable limit, and Ryan Garcia had 6 ng/ml reported for 4/19, which is 60 times over the limit. History of B sample testing is 99% confirmation of. Just blew my fucking head off. So this man basically said that you are allowed to have a certain level of Ostarine in your level in your system. All right, and this comes from this, and that's what I'm saying. It's just too many different variables, too many people with different opinions. But now we getting into the meat and gravy because we got the actual professionals jumping in there. They saying, all right, Garcia's tweet also led renowned sports nutrition Victor Conti. This is the tweet that I seen, Victor Conti. So he's a renowned sports nutrition. So he's the professional right here, and he's saying that how much? 0.1 NG/ml, I guess that's a milliliter allowable limit. That's all you can get. And they said Ryan had 6 NG/ or over milliliters reported for 4 out of the 19, which is 60 times over the limit. So 60 times over the allowable fucking limit. But you didn't take anything. You want us to still believe that. Come on now, man. The jig is up. Expose everybody getting involved, bro. Dan Raphael say no amount of Ostarine is allowed in the system. It's not a threshold drug. That's what Dan. But then Conti said you allowed. So let's listen. He's saying you're not allowed You're not allowed. Conti saying you are allowed. But even if you are allowed, that it's such a low level that's allowed. But they saying this man came 6 times over the allowable limit, even if it was a limit. So either way, you in the wrong, bro. Replying to one user who questioned what amount of Ostarine would be performance enhancing, Mike Coppinger noted, you can still have low level if you are cycling off or microdosing. So they said he was either microdosing or he was just coming off of it. You feel me? Like he had been pumping it up in him, throughout that week, but he was just coming off of it. Ostarine and 19 other norandostarine both come under the anabolic agents section of the VADA list of prohibited substance after the note. The following classification groups and substance are prohibited at all times during participation in the VADA program. The following classification groups and substances listed herein are not restricted to the specifically listed common or chemical names, nor are they restricted to the specific compounds or isomers listed below. Moreover, VADA has the right at any time to modify, edit, and add any substance or method according to any new law, guidelines, VADA policies, or anti-doping ideals. I don't even know what the hell they're talking about now. So what comes next? So that's pretty much it for that. Now they talking about what comes next. He got into a little spat with Earl Spence. On the 22nd of May, Garcia B samples are set to be revealed, potentially confirming the positive results of his A samples per past cases, including those of Amir Khan's and Sean O'Malley. Garcia could be set for a ban of up to 2 years, even if he is cleared for intentional doping. 2 years, bro. I don't want him to get 2 years, though, because I feel like boxing wouldn't be the same. He actually makes boxing exciting. He brings a lot to the game, so I don't want to see him get 2 years. But a couple months, a fine, financial fine, whatever, but a couple months would be good. I mean, they usually go months without fighting anyway. All right. On May the 8th, Garcia, he should have had to pay towards a charity or something. Garcia called out fellow American Errol Spence. Come on now, don't do that. Spence, I don't care if Spence got his ass whooped or not. He'll whoop your ass. A former unified welterweight champion last fought in July, losing his undisputed title fight against Terrence Crawford. The stoppage loss marked the first pro defeat of Spence's career. All right, so look, we ain't even gonna get into that whole little Spence situation. This boy is loco, man. He loco. He losing his daggone mind. He don't know. He knows how to garner attention. We got to give him that. He knows how to garner attention, and that is the part that is good for boxing. But what type of attention? He brings a lot of bad attention, and it kind of makes you feel like all this talk about God and all this stuff that he, backtracks to when things start to not go his way. It kind of feels fake and a little forced, at times. But, you know, it is what it is. But that's the breakdown of everything that's going on up until this point. I'm not even really going to speak on this anymore until it's like a breaking news or until those B results come back. This is a long video. I don't expect for you guys to watch the entire video, but if you really do listen to it, then you're going to gain something from it, because I learned a lot just now. Please forgive my pronunciations. Those words are long and dumb as a motherfucker. I just cannot pronounce them shits. But I did my best. Thanks for hanging in there with me, and we'll be in touch.